So, since the weather outside here is just been crappy, it's been raining for the last 3 days. So, as soon as I get this camera adjusted. But I wanted to do uh, a video. Hi, Nicole. So, dang, my phone mount does not want to work today. There, that's better. Okay, so, pretty much, I want to introduce a new tool. I don't use it for carving, but um, it's very handy. It's a Black & Decker power screwdriver and drill. Okay? And what I'm going to be using it for today is have you ever been carving and gotten to the sanding point and your sanding drum won't you can't get that little screw out of it anymore by hand? Well, that's what I'm gonna try to do. So I got a couple of those myself. So before I get started, when you do something like this, with especially with little pieces like this, have a magnet to hold them. Okay? So just well, pardon my language, but that this one might be trash. So on to the next. Here it comes. All right. So, well, I'll crank it down by hand, but the good thing is I got it apart. So, after I put it back together, I'll be able to use it again. All right. So, now I'm not going to go through every single sanding drum I have in this live, but I'm just going to do a couple. There's and I believe that I'm going to do this on a fairly regular basis just to try to keep them healthy and prolong the life of this rubber drum. Okay? Because this is what holds the sandpaper. When that screw squeezes down on it, of course, any power carver knows that that's what tightens up around the um, sandpaper or inside the sandpaper to hold it in place at, for me, about 15,000 RPM when I'm sanding. So, whatever it takes, okay? And next, here it is, both of them. Okay, so there's several different ways you can clean your cut-saw burrs whenever they do need cleaning. They're very loading resistant, meaning that basically unless you run into a patch of sap like I did with these, the log wasn't as dry as I thought, and when I got deeper in, they caught some sap, and that sap, that sap is what grabbed a hold of the sawdust. So I soaked them in CLR earlier. That helped. Okay. Now I got a push pin. A wire brush works best, but at this point in time, I don't have one. So I'm just gonna go around the burr and pick out the weakened sap, and wow, it's really coming off there. So doing this will have very much enhanced the performance of this burr back to its original um, its original quality, which that's why I buy cut-saw burrs, because they are amazing burrs, 100% American made, and so they might be $20 a pop, but you don't have to clean them near as much as any other burr that I've ever used. Dremel burrs of this exact same design in Dremel, I had to clean it pretty much every time it touched the wood. So I switched to cut-saw. This is the first time this year that I've had to clean this. And only because I ran into some tree sap. So if you're serious about power carving, then cut-saw, in my opinion, is a very good investment. And don't forget, use the code NATECC, all capitals, no spaces, at checkout. Save yourself 5%. So now, I don't know when the rain is going to let up, but I've got some carvings that I need to stain. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a short video on how I apply the finishes, whether it's paint or stain or whatever. I'll make the video if y'all want to watch it. So, but until next time, I love y'all and keep on carving. So, peace out.